Lord, by the strength of thy Holy Spirit, grant us a willingness to place service above personal gain and to respect our obligations of justice in our positions as members of the Council of the Town of Essex.
I'd like to welcome everyone here this evening, and the viewers at home also welcome. I now declare the meeting open. Looking for conflicts of interest amongst the council members. Thank you very much. We're looking for the adoption of the published agenda Monday, October the 20th, 2014, regular meeting. Deputy Mayor Malash, Councillor Bowman. Okay. Councillor Bowman.
Yes, just in addition that I would like to be able to put on that I have tickets for the Citizen of the Year banquet that are $25 a piece, which is this Saturday night, and I'll be available at the end of the meeting for the tickets.
Nice work. Well done, sir. Thank you. Anything further?
Sure. Could I also add a piece about Twitter?
Russ?
Thank you, Your Worship. I would also like to add a piece about our media correspondence, social media.
Thank you, sir. Anything further? All in favor of the motion? Motion carries. Looking for the adoption of the minutes for October the 6th, 2014 regular council meeting. Councillor Vokes, Councillor Bondi, questions? All in favor? Motion carries. Looking for motion to receive the October 9th special council meeting minutes. Councillor Scott, Councillor Vokes, any questions? All in favor? Motion carries. We have one public presentation this evening, and it's Gregory and Laurie Bazaire to deal with the grain dryer on Brockman Farm. You have the seat's right here, sir. You can turn your microphone on. All you have to do is hit the purple button there and she'll come on for you. Yeah, the purple one there. And you have up to 5 minutes. And welcome. Is it working? Oh, it's not on yet. It's not on yet. Oh, there's one on the side. Now the purple. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, the grain dryer is very, very loud, and it's only about 10 meters off my property line. Mine's a residential property, and it's extremely loud. And like last year, he ran it for like 7 weeks straight, 24, around the clock type of thing. And what we're proposing is maybe you could shut that thing off at night type of thing. Because we can't get any sleep.
And that's it, sir? That's your presentation, is it?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. But yeah. It's very, very loud, and it's only like 10 meters off my property line.
Yeah, okay. I think what we need to do is, if council has no questions, probably the best thing would go to our building inspector, or someone from the department could give us a heads up on what's right and what's wrong, okay?
Yes, sir, Your Worship. This is a common problem within agricultural property, which we, the town, got a legal opinion just of August of this year. Our noise bylaw does not address agricultural land in the zoning of agricultural. Even if we did address it, it would not be applicable under the Farming and Fruit Protection Act, which would supersede any bylaw that we would produce. Basically, in a nutshell, it says under the Act, under Section 2, essentially provides that a farmer is not liable a nuisance to any person for the disturbance resulting from an agricultural operation carried on as a normal farm practice. So the question needs to be asked, what is a normal farm practice? They have that defined under Section 1. It is conducted in a manner consistent with proper and acceptable customs and standards as established and followed by similar agricultural operations under similar circumstances. A grain silo is very typical in an agricultural setting. We get complaints similar to this with the propane cannons in the wineries, farm equipment operating at 4, 5 a.m. in the morning when they're removing their crops, light pollution, noise pollution. The bottom line is farmers are not applicable to noise or nuisance to anyone within our municipality.
Thank you, sir. I'll allow you time for a comment, and then I'll open up the questions to the council, sir.
Well, I didn't want to go petition to change the bylaw or anything like that. I didn't want to go, have a witch hunt type of thing, right? That's why we came and addressed it ourselves. We didn't go get all the neighbors together or nothing like that. The last thing I want to do is start fighting with all the neighbors, right? But, this is really unacceptable to have something like that for that length of time. There's no way we could sleep in the house. There's absolutely no way.
Okay, thank you. Councilor Bondi.
Thank you, Councillor Vokes. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, through you, Mr. Chair, back to Kevin. Even if the town changed their bylaw, provincial legislature would not allow us to enforce that bylaw. Is that correct?
That's correct. Under the Farming and Fruit Protection Act.
So it sounds like the municipality is limited and well, we can really do nothing to help you. And I feel for you because I'm very susceptible to noises as well, but it seems like there's nothing that we can do at a municipal level. That's my understanding and bylaws understanding.
Thank you.
Didn't you not say that there was other problems or something arising from this kind of thing?
Through your worship, in the agricultural areas, we do get complaints, the bylaw enforcement department quite often about machinery operating late hours in the morning when they're harvesting, light pollution. The most frequent one is the propane cannons, more so along County Road 50 with our wineries to prevent the birds from eating the crop. That's how we actually got our legal opinion, was specifically related to the propane cannons. So yeah, it is a common problem, but it's a normal problem within agricultural use. It's not a problem for agricultural. It's people in reception of the noise that is the problem.
And I understand that, but is there any way that they could be silenced? Like anything that could be put around the blowers that could make them a little quieter? Maybe have them turned another way? Maybe perhaps turn them towards his house so he can hear them, rather than turn towards my house so I can hear it.
We as a municipality don't have that authority to indicate to a farmer specifically how to place their equipment or the operation of their equipment. The grain silo is operating at a normal duration of time. When they do fill the silos with their crop, there is a duration of time to dry this, and it is a 24-hour period for a week, 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm not a farmer, but I can assure you it is a normal practice that is going on at this specific site.
Well, 7 weeks was a little bit much, right? Like the first year, okay, it was like 3 weeks. You know, which I thought, you know, I could probably put up with that, right? But like last year, it was like 7 weeks. I mean, you know, what am I supposed to do? Where are we supposed to sleep?
And if it's a constant noise, like you're saying, the cannons, that's obviously something that goes on year-round, correct?
Can you repeat that?
The cannons that you're talking about, do those go, like that would be something that would be going all year round?
It's seasonal,
It's also seasonal?
yes.
I guess I don't have a comment.
Thank you, Kevin. Deputy Mayor Malash.
Thank you, through your worship. So Kevin, even in a residential area, Mr. Carter, I should say, even in a residential area, or is this like if it were right in a town as well? Or like, it doesn't tell us where this location is at on the request?
Specific to this delegation, it's across from the Gestel office, the farm, which is agricultural land.
But it's not a hamlet? Like, it's not a residential hamlet? That's what I'm asking, like urban versus resident, or urban versus rural. There's no distinguishing.
Gestel, it is a hamlet, but the property is zoned agricultural.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Councilor Baker?
Thank you, through your worship. So, Mr. Bazaar, have you lived there for a period of time?
34 years.
So is this first year that you're experiencing this extended period of time for the drying?
Last year was. Like the 7 weeks was last year. Like this thing, he only put this up 2 years ago.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
The first year it ran for 3 weeks, approximately. And last year it ran for like 7 weeks.
Yeah. So I don't have any of the facts on that, but how far are you away from, how far away is this equipment from your property line, I guess?
30 feet.
Okay. And have you had discussions with the neighbor?
No, I didn't want to, you know, offend him or, you know, get uppity or anything like that. That's why.
But would that not be kind of a first process to have a discussion with the neighbor and say, is there any way to mitigate anything? I mean, I don't know the technicality behind it, but I would think that'd be a first approach to speak with the neighbor. Have you maybe make an attempt to do that?
No.
I think that might be an approach because our hands are tied here based on what we're hearing. Basically, this council can't do anything that would direct it. It's an agricultural operation. I live in an agriculture area. I do experience those things too. It's one of those, I'm not suggesting that it's good for you because if it's constant, but we do tolerate these things from time to time, and it is a short period of time. I don't think it'll be, obviously, I'm not sure how long it'll go, but it might be something you can talk with the neighbor with, because obviously what I'm hearing, there's nothing that we can do here other than listen to your concern, which is unfortunate, but it's the way it is.
Yeah.
Anyone else? And that's what I was going to ask you, Mr. Bazaar, the same thing, if you had talked to the neighbor. Thanks, Bill. I would agree. Like, I have no idea if he runs it late at night, if he could run it just the day, but that's what you would have to ask Mr. Brockman yourself, you know, discuss this with him, like Bill said, you know, have this conversation. And I'm sure most people are going to work with you, or you're going to work with your neighbor. You know, like, we don't know what the situation is there. Does he have to run it all 7 weeks, or can he run it 6 or 8, 9, 10, but only in the daytime? Like, those things you'd have to ask Mr. Brockman, you know, if he could stay away from using it at night. So that, like Councilor Baker said, would be the best thing to do for you. But thanks for coming and sharing our problem with you. Hopefully this will get resolved.
Yeah.
Any final comment you'd like to make, sir?
Well, I don't know. It seems like we're just here on our own here.
Well, you are, just like
well-
Councillor Baker said, there's nothing we can do it because of the act and everything.
Yeah.
So our hands are tied.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thanks for your time.
no problem. Thank you. Motion received. Councillor Bondi and Councillor Bowman, any questions? All in favor of the motion? Motion carries. And reports from administration, Building Department Report number 2014-09, September 2014 Building Report. Deputy Mayor Malash moves, supported by Councillor Bowman. Any questions? All in favor of the motion? Motion carries. Corporate Services Report number Clerk 2014-008, Quarter Revision, Old Malden Road Drain, Juilliard Bridge, and the Essex Outlet Drain, Bennett Bridge. Looking for 3 council members to sit on that committee. Tuesday, November 11th, 4:30 p.m., and the second one's 4:45. 3 members, Councillor Baker, Deputy Mayor Malash, and Mayor McDermott. Okay? So that's Tuesday, November 11th, 4:30. Okay? Motion to approve. Oh, we need someone to make that motion. Points up those 3. Councillor Bowman, Deputy Mayor Malash. All in favor? Motion carries. And thank you. Correspondence. Constance Poland Dixon and Mark Dixon for 11 County Road 50 East Harrow, relief from bylaw number 1236, specifically section 3.04, number of dogs. Deputy Mayor Malash?
Yes, Your Honor, after reading the situation that this couple was in, I believe I'd like to make a motion that we allow them to have the 4th dog until such time that one of the dogs naturally departs this world. Thank you.
Second by Councillor Bundy. Any questions to the motion? All in favor? Motion carried. Thank you, sir. B, Committee of Adjustment, Agenda, October 21st, 2014. Councillor Baker moves, supported by Deputy Mayor Malash. With question, sir.
So I have a question, and Heather's not here tonight to answer this question, but maybe our CAO, Mr. Phillips, can help me here. So I know in the past we've had some question as to what we're exactly passing. Is the wording in this such that we're already as a council giving acceptance of whatever happens in this agenda?
Russ?
Through you, Your Worship, no, that the intent is that you're simply approving the agenda, not the items contained, or not the resolutions of those agenda items, but simply the items that will be discussed at that point in time. You're receiving it, and you're understanding that that's the agenda for that meeting.
And that is different than in the past, then? Okay, thank you.
That is correct.
May I say something? Some people might think it's different, but I don't. But that's a topic we will discuss at a later meeting. Councillor Vokes?
Councillor Malash, what are your concerns? Your concerns about something being passed that shouldn't be passed as a result of us previously approving this?
Thank you for the question.
Pardon?
Thank you for the question. Not in this agenda, but in the past agendas. I think in past agendas, we were under the...
Okay.
I didn't want to be in
Okay.
that position.
Okay,
Correct.
let's come through the chair. Keep coming through the chair.
I just did.
Yeah, okay.
So, Mr. Chair, yes, that's, to Councillor Vokes, that's what I'm suggesting is I don't want to be in a position where I'm passing something before the Committee of Adjustment has had a chance to look at it. And
if I could.
Okay, thank you. Councilor Vokes?
Councilor Malash, because there was the approval on the particular parcel land with the 3,300 square foot building that was approved, and that should have never been approved, but it was approved. And then tomorrow night, by the way, we have a piece of real estate on the Committee of Adjustments that is going to be 2,100 square feet, I think.
Councilor Vokes, I must remind you that you have to stick to the motion. That
Yeah,
as
I'm
we have
answering
it.
his
But-
question about what's taken place in reference to approving minutes.
Yes, but you're talking about something that hasn't happened yet.
It's going
So,
to, though.
I know, so it doesn't refer back to the motion that we have on the floor, sir. Not to argue with you, but that hasn't happened yet, so, but
No.
I'll be there.
No, but I'm just suggesting that there's a piece of land that tomorrow night generally could be approved that he's concerned about. That's what he's concerned about.
Okay, but that'll happen tomorrow night.
Yeah, and it will
Yep.
be approved, by the way, Rich, just so everybody knows.
Okay, any further to the motion? All in favor of the motion? Motion carries. C, Ministry of Transportation, Stephen Del Duca, Minister, Ontario Community Infrastructure Fund. Moving receipt from Councillor Baker.
Move receipt
supported
with
by
comment.
Councillor Scott. Any questions?
Comment?
Councillor Baker.
So are we going to respond back and ask for some, this was a nice letter saying thank you for our meetings, and can we get a follow-up in terms of our actual meetings, in terms of what action items they might propose? This is very nice saying, thank you for meeting with the Minister of Economic Development, and here's some programs, but we have specifics that we'd like to address, and we can sit with you on those. As you're aware, we did the presentation, so maybe we can ask for a response back to the Minister.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Councillor Baker moves, yep, we need a seconder. Councillor Bondi, any questions? All in favor of the motion? Motion carried. Thank you for that, sir. Committee meeting minutes, Police Services Board minutes of January 16th, April 3rd, May the 5th, June the 5th, and September the 4th. Councillor Vokes moves, supported by Councillor Bondi. And I would like to add that as we discussed the agenda last Thursday morning, administration did say that we're going to speed these reports up, coming back to council. Like, there's no need to be back 5 or 6 or whatever months behind any committee. So we're going to get them in a much quicker space, okay? And they will be posted also. Anything further? All in favor? Motion carries. B, Finance Committee meeting October the 6th, that the minutes be received, and following recommendations, which there are 2. Moved by Councillor Bondi, Councillor Scott supports. Any questions? All in favor of the motion? Motion carries. And we have the bylaws. Bylaw number 1365, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the October 20th, 2014 regular meeting of the Corporation of the Town of Essex. Moved by Councillor Bowman. Supported by Councillor Scott. Any questions? All in favor? Motion carries. Financial 2014 Capital Report, September the 30th, 2014. Moved by Councillor Bondi, supported by Councillor Baker. Any questions? All in favor? Motion carries. September the 2014 Bank Payments Report. Moved by Deputy Mayor Malash, supported by Councillor Bowman. Questions? All in favor? Motion carries. New business. Councillor Bowman? Microphone. Microphone. Use your mic, please, sir.
Thank you.
You get to do it again.
As I mentioned earlier, I have tickets for the Citizen of the Year banquet this Saturday night, October 25th, for Mr. Neil Macbeth. It's at the Holy Name Parish at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are $25, and I do have them. So any of those wishing to attend, please see me.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Phillips?
Thank you. Through you, Your Worship. Just wanted to announce on the social media front that the town of Essex is happy to announce that we've expanded our social media presence to include Twitter. As of this morning, Lori Brett, our manager of communications, has established a Twitter account, and we'll be using the username @EssexON. So it's @ESSEXON. And we'll now be posting messages to both Facebook and Twitter with plans to expand our social media presence over time. This is in compliance with our corporate social media policy, and in the advance of next Monday's election, the senior management team recently approved the establishment of a Twitter account to allow citizens, members of the media, and all interested parties worldwide to follow developments that are occurring in the town of Essex. So most importantly, this Twitter account will allow us, in an emergency, to also get important information out to the public very quickly. So we're expecting those, if you want to follow along with the town of Essex, please put that on your Twitter account. Add us as somebody that you want to follow, and we'll keep you in the loop.
Thank you, sir. And I didn't get this put on the agenda, but we have, a week from tonight is election night. So any of you citizens at home that haven't voted yet or haven't received your ballot, and more importantly, you still have time to come to the town office and get signed in, so you do get a report. Like each one of these council members, with the exception of Councillor Bondi, is looking for your support. And we have some other members that are running for council, and the mayor's chair are in attendance here at our meeting tonight. So they're all looking for your support. So if you have been one of the unfortunate people that haven't gotten your package yet in the mail, probably you're not going to get it. So they're looking for you to head down to the office at Essex, 33 Talbot Street South, and we have clerks there, our clerk and a couple other ladies will look after you and get you a package so you can vote for the ones you support. So we would all appreciate everyone doing that, okay? So thank you very much. Looking for a motion to adjourn. Deputy Mayor Meloche, Councillor Vokes, all in favor? Motion carries. Thank you very much.